So here's a quick short on aligning pipes. So a very common thing, whether it's pipe or round bar, is cutting at different angles. Like, how do I make things that are gonna turn or bend? So in this case, I want a 90-degree bend here. So one of the key things here is that to get a 90-degree bend, I cut both of these at 45 degrees. And then when I put it together, I'll get 90. But as you can see, lining these up is a little tricky. So how do I do that? So using an angle block, which we manufactured last class, you can see how useful these are. I put this here, put my pipe up against it, rotate it until my pipe is flat against here, and tighten down my V-block. Now you don't have to have a V-block with a clamp, but it makes it much more useful to have them with a clamp. If it doesn't come with a clamp, these are easily fabricated. I've made these for myself if a V-block doesn't have one. Now it's flat against here. When I take my second piece, it's loose here, and I also put it up against the V-block, flatten it against that surface, like that. They're both sharing a common plane, okay? Now, we've talked a lot about using datum surfaces or surfaces that you compare things to. In this case, both of these cut ends are compared to the surface of this, and they're resting on this. So already they've got two planes in common immediately, even though they're not even touching with each other right here. So now a third plane is this. I know this is a right angle. So when I put this V-block against here, put this one against here, and I line them up like so, takes a bit of doing, the angle is perfectly aligned. And when I weld it, I'm gonna tack it first, and when I weld it, I know this is perfect 90-degree angle and the joint is lined up perfectly. And if these are held down, nothing's going to move and it'll come out perfectly. So this is a really quick setup, kind of setup that I used to do very commonly with small pipes down to 1/4 of an inch up to things as large as 8 inches in diameter. And it's pretty foolproof, doesn't require any math, just having things you trust, chief of which is good, trusty setup tools like an angle block and a set of V-blocks. And some leftover plate like this, which has a factory 90-degree edge on it, which I can work with. So I give myself 1, 2, 3 edges to work from. I've located these parts in 3 dimensions in space. That's it, pretty simple.